Hello guys, welcome to my channel Nazia. So first of all we will discuss about the formulation of hypothesis. What is the formulation of hypothesis? Hypothesis की formulation क्या है? Observations do not become scientific observations until they are organized and related to a question. Observation scientific observation उस वक्त तक नहीं कहलाई जा सकती जब तक कि वो उसके मुतालिक क्वेश्चनिंग ना हो. ठीक है. Biologist organizes his her and others observation into data form and constructs a statement. बायोलॉजिस्ट जो है अपनी या किसी की ऑब्जर्वेशन को डाटा में कन्वर्ट करता है और कंस्ट्रक्ट अ स्टेटमेंट और स्टेटमेंट को बनाता है. ठीक है. दैट may prove to be the answer of the biological problem under study. This tentative explanation of hypothesis, sorry, this tentative explanation of observation is called hypothesis. ठीक है. ये explanation hypothesis कहलाती है. It may be defined as a proposition that might be true. A hypothesis should have the following characteristics. जो hypothesis है उसके following characteristics होनी चाहिए. It should be a general statement. ये एक general statement होनी चाहिए. It should be a tentative idea. ये एक tentative idea होना चाहिए. It should agree with available observations. ये available observations जो होंगी उस पर agree होना चाहिए. It should be testable and potentially falsifiable. In other words, there should be a way to show that hypothesis is false, a way to disprove the hypothesis. A great deal of careful and creative thinking is necessary for the formulation of hypotheses. Biologists use reasoning to formulate a hypothesis. Deduction. What is deduction? In the next step, biologist draws deductions from hypothesis. Deductions are the logical consequences of hypothesis. For this purpose, a hypothesis is taken as true and expected results deductions are drawn from it. Generally, in biological method, if a particular hypothesis is true, then one should expect deduction a certain result. This involves the use of if-then logic. So now, what is experimentation? What is experimentation? The next step is what is experimentation? The most basic step of a biological method is experimentation. बायोलॉजिकल मेथड में जो नेक्स्ट स्टेप है बेसिक स्टेप है वो है एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन. बायोलॉजिस्ट परफॉर्म्स एक्सपेरिमेंट्स टू सी इफ हाइपोथेसिस और ट्रू और नॉट. बायोलॉजिस्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट को इसलिए परफॉर्म करते हैं कि वो देखते हैं कि हाइपोथेसिस ट्रू है या फॉल्स है. द डिडक्शन विच आर ड्रॉन फ्रॉम हाइपोथेसिस आर सब्जेक्टेड टू rigorous testing through experimentations. Biologists learn which hypothesis is correct. The incorrect hypotheses are rejected and the one which proves correct is accepted. An accepted hypothesis makes further prediction that provides an important way that to further test its validity. What is summarization of results? Biologists gather actual quantitative data from experiments. Data for each of the groups are then averaged and compared statistically. To draw conclusion, biologists also use statistical analysis. What is control experimentation? Experiments. So now we will discuss what is control experiment. In science, when doing an experiment, साइंस में एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हुए इट मस्ट बी अ कंट्रोल्ड एक्सपेरिमेंट. ये कंट्रोल एक्सपेरिमेंट होनी चाहिए. द साइंटिस्ट मस्ट contrast an experimental group which with a control group. The two groups are tested exactly like except for the one variable being tested. For example, in an experiment to test the necessity of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis, one can contrast The control group, a plant with freely available carbon dioxide, with an experimental group, a plant with no carbon dioxide available. The necessity of carbon dioxide will be proved when photosynthesis occurs in the control group and does not occur in the experimental group. What is reporting the results? Reporting the results क्या है? Biologists published their findings in scientific journals and books, in talks at national and international meetings, and in seminars at colleges and universities. Publishing of results is an essential part of scientific method. It also allows other people to verify the result or apply the knowledge to solve the other problems. So here we end our video.